A very big thank you to everybody that has been choosing the counter press for your football analysis. Thank you very much. And again, if you have not subscribed, if you've not liked, if you've not shared, if you've not turned on your notification bell, you should, so that once the next video drops, you can get the video and then watch in there as well. So once again, my name is Fiifi-Manfred. Welcome to the counter press. Make sure you like, share, turn on the notification bell, and then comment. Thank you. Let's get into it today. So this is a post-match analysis of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal going away to Anfield to play against Liverpool. So, by way of context, Arsenal, from the days of Arsene Wenger, had struggled at the Emirates. I mean, I remember when Jurgen Klopp had come into the English Premier League newly, and then Arsene Wenger had taken his Ghana's team to Anfield, and it was difficult for them. Jurgen Klopp was having a torrid time in that season, but then, of course, he did better at Anfield than Arsenal. So he has always been struggling. I mean, the last 6 years, Arsenal had never gotten a league win at Anfield. So obviously, they were some sort of a nemesis for Arsenal when they go to the Anfield. So this is a big one. I mean, if you look at the fixtures list that are left for Arsenal to play, they have to play games like West Ham, they have to play Chelsea, they have to play Arsenal. Liverpool, sorry, they have to play Manchester City. They had to play some very, very tough and important games. So going to Anfield was a game that people expect that, yes, it's a difficult place for Arsenal. But then if you look at exactly how they've played, they should get a job done. And I think I did believe that Arsenal could get a job done. In the opening numbers of the game, Arsenal were rock solid. Their counter press was one of the best. They had constricted the pitch so well that Liverpool could not progress the ball. Once they lost the ball, they counter pressed very well. They won the ball back, and I said counter pressing. They won the counter. They had a very good counter press. Won the ball in dangerous areas. They had some very, very good openings, but for some reason that game was always going to be decided on intensity. The pendulum swung from Arsenal's favor to Liverpool's favor at some point. Mohamed Salah got some few chances. Robertson got to the end of some balls also there, but they never really punished Arsenal. Arsenal went ahead by a goal to 0 via counter press when Martinelli was at the end of it. But again, apart from that counter press, it was hinged on the fact that Mikel Arteta's teams are one of the best teams in terms of positional play. So if you look at Bukayo Saka, he always held that width on the right-hand side with with Andrew Robertson, kept the weight very well for them, held that play very well for them. Once there was very good combination play in the middle of the park with Odegaard and then Martinelli, who was marauding, and then sometimes with Saka, they had a lot of numbers in and around the ball. On the other far side of the pitch, there was also Gabriel Martinelli, who was stretching Ibu Konate and then Trent Alexander-Arnold. So because of positional play and a very good counter press, they tore Liverpool apart for the first goal. Then the game goes on. Liverpool come up to press. I don't know why Klopp gave them that instruction, but he wanted to play on the front foot as well because they were playing at Anfield, and then they wanted to be much more domineering than Arsenal. He pushed the numbers forward. He pushed Trent forward. He pushed Ibu Konate forward. And that was a smart one again from the man that is called Gabriel Martinelli, who also stretched the pitch. Once he stretched the pitch, he was always going to pull Ibu Konate and then Trent Alexander-Arnold to himself from wide areas. Once he did that, there was always going to be a lot of space in there. He got that space, he ran into it, held on the play, and then Gabriel Jesus was right there at the right place at the right time to get a job done. But in the second half, I think this is the best 45 minutes I've seen Liverpool play in recent times in the league. They dominated Arsenal. They were much more intense. They had a better press scheme over there. Arsenal, mind you, Arsenal started this game with a man for man or a like for like. How do they call it? A man marking sort of press in that game. But then when the game went in the second half, Liverpool even had a better intensity, won that press. And I think key amongst that Liverpool faithful was a young boy, Harvey Elliott. He was outstanding in that game Liverpool did play over there. So Liverpool played very well. I was literally worried because I wanted Arsenal to win. And as the game wore on, I thought maybe Arsenal could hold on to it. When Mohamed Salah missed that penalty, I said, okay, fine, maybe Arsenal can hold on and cling on to this lead. But then who else but the man Bobby Firmino? But I need to give credit to Trent Alexander-Arnold again. He's always been criticized for his defensive play and the kind of wrongs that he does. But in that bit, he played very well against Alexander Zinchenko, won that 1v1 duel, cut, and then sent that very good cross into the path of Bobby Firmino. And then it was 2-2, and then Anfield was buzzing. Kudos to Arsenal. Kudos to Aaron Ramsdale. Kudos to the Arsenal faithful for holding on to the game to get a point away from Anfield. It was a good one. I have issues with Mikel Arteta's changes. I think that around the 60th, 70th minute when he was bringing on Leandro Trossard to go and kill the game, I thought it could have been wise to bring in a certain Jorginho in the middle of the park to add to Thomas Partey. These are two very, very, very good controllers of the ball. They could have controlled the game better. They could have held on to the ball. They could have won a lot of fouls and then pushed Arsenal forward to manage the game. These are highly experienced technical players. But Arteta really was thinking about getting the win, and that is fine. Fast forward, the game is done, and everybody goes to Twitter and says that, you know what, once Arsenal could not get a 3 points at Anfield, then Man City will usurp them and take the title away from them. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, bro, what are you saying? How can you say these things in the 21st century that just because Man City? So let's take it one after the other. It is true, Man City have been the best title chasers in recent time. In fact, the last two teams that had 90 points, 95 points or so and over without winning the league has been Liverpool. And it is because Manchester City have been outstandingly and insanely good in these last few years. But then again, do not forget that this season, the Manchester City with Erling Braut Haaland, with Julian Alvarez, are not punching their waist like they used to do in seasons before. Mind you, in the turn of the year 2023, Man City's away form hasn't been the best. Their XGs haven't been the best until their last 3 games. Man City have gone away to Bournemouth and drop points. They've gone away to Southampton and have issues. They have gone away to Tottenham Hotspur at the turn of the year and had a bad game over there and then losing. So Man City have been that exciting. If you look at the games Man City have to play away, they have to play some banana skin games. They are going to play at the Craven Cottage against Marco Silva's Fulham. That is one of the most resolute sides they are going to see in the English Premier League this season. They are supposed to go and play against Brighton and Hove Albion, which is a difficult side to play against at the Amex. These are tough games, and people make it seem like just because Arsenal are going to play at the Etihad and it's 6 points now, and Man City can win their game in hand, it means that all of a sudden they are going to beat everybody and then annex the trophy. That is not factually true. It doesn't mean that just because Arsenal are winning, they are going to beat them. And I made this point earlier. Yes, it is true. But remind you, when Liverpool were making that title charge, they didn't have players who had won the Premier League before. I don't know. Apart from James Milner and the likes who are City when they went close to it, I don't know if there was any Liverpool player who had done that job in the 2 times that they lost the title to Manchester City. So, really, this is an Arsenal team that has a coach who was an assistant manager to Josep Guardiola. This is an Arsenal team that has Alexander Zinchenko. He's a mentality monster. He has been in that title-winning team for the 4 times out of the 6. What is the name? Gabriel Jesus. He has been in there as well. So they are serial winners in the Arsenal back room, locker room. So you ought to give them some credit. You ought to give the fact that Thomas Partey, yes, is not a vocal player, but has won it with Atletico Madrid at the Europa League. Jorginho has won the UEFA Champions League, has won the Europa League, has won the Euros, and all of those things. So definitely, these are people that will add a lot more. Arsenal will take it game after game. So if somebody says that if Man City win all their games, they've won the title, fine, fair, true. But if Arsenal also win all their games, they've won the title. It's in the balance. Again, this season, several times, I have seen people question the mettle of Arsenal. When they lost to Manchester United and they had to go and play Aston Villa, they had to go and play Bournemouth, they were asked huge questions. At the time of the season, that was huge for them. Man City did drop points. Arsenal went ahead to beat Aston Villa. Arsenal did beat Bournemouth when they were goals down. So it is clear. This is a team that has answered some of these questions. Yes, it's a crucial time. Yes, the next 9 games, Man City can win 9 games on a trot. But Arsenal have done that this season. They have won games on a trot, a lot of them. So definitely they can win games on a trot as well against Manchester City. So please, calm down. I think that for me, Arsenal have some very good home games. They can negotiate them and win. I think that's in the balance. I think anybody at all can win. It doesn't necessarily mean that Manchester City are going to win a title just because Arsenal drew at the Anfield. It's a big one. I mean, we'll wait to see. But that's now. This is my post-match analysis of that game of Arsenal versus Liverpool and what I think going forward is going to be. So once again, guys, thank you very much. I want to say a big thank you to you for choosing the Counter Press. Please do subscribe. Do subscribe for me. Send me some comments. Tell me what you think about the things I do over here. I'd love to hear from you. Turn on your notification bell. Like, kindly do share. I want you to share it everywhere so that others can get to tell me exactly what they think. And please, I'm going to put the WhatsApp links in there. Join the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp link on WhatsApp. Let's talk football. Let's draw some betting tips over there as well. Love you. Thank you. See ya. Bye.